What is the best age to learn to play the drums? Does your child consistently drum on household objects like tabletops or pots and pans? Congratulations, you just might have a drummer in the family. There is a drummer inside almost each and every one of us, and it's no surprise why. The drums are one of the most universal instruments found throughout the world and are used for a variety of purposes in many different cultures. Still, many parents wonder, how do you know when a child is ready to study drums? Here at School of Rock, our instructors can help you determine the best age to learn the drums, for kids or even yourself. The best age to start drum lessons is generally between the ages 6 to 7, as this is the age where most students gain the mental focus needed to learn an instrument. Even so, while ages 6 to 7 are considered the best ages to learn the drums, there are always exceptions, and it ultimately comes down to your child's willingness to learn. For the beginning musician, the drums are one of the easiest instruments to pick up and are an ideal instrument for students of all ages. Still, all students are unique and each progresses at their own pace. Before placing your child into classes, it's important to prepare your child for what they'll need to learn. Concepts like rhythm and timing are important music skills when learning the drums, and younger children in particular can benefit from the positive effects of music on cognitive development. These effects will have a positive impact on growth and learning in other activities. This is especially true when drums are taught in a focused music program that combines group practice with one-on-one instruction. Here are some signs that your child is ready to learn the drums. The first sign is if your child can comfortably hold the sticks. Children may get frustrated if the sticks are too big for their hands. If the drumsticks are too long, consider hand percussion instead. If your child has basic rhythmic ability, they may be ready to learn the drums. If you notice that your kid is able to keep rhythm as they dance or play along to songs, then they have the rhythmic ability needed to learn an instrument. Programs like Little Wing are focused on teaching younger kids these skills. If your child can count to 4, they may also be ready. When starting the drums, it's important to understand drum notation, which uses timing and basic counting skills. Motivation to learn is important. If your child expresses interest in wanting to play the drums, then they probably are ready to take the next step. Focus is vital too. Most lessons are between 30 and 45 minutes long. Children that cannot hold focus may not be ready to begin lessons. It's also important for your child to have time in their daily routines to practice. Regular practice is essential to learning any instrument. Children with no time to practice will fail to see results and become frustrated. Our experts recommend students practice for at least 30 minutes every day. Lastly, your child must be mature enough to commit. In order to start the drums, a student must be mature enough to take on the commitment of learning an instrument, respect their peers, and practice consistently. When learning the drums, there are some tips that will help make the journey successful. Look at drum size. To start, the drums should be set up to fit the student's size. Get a properly sized drum throne. The drum throne should be at a comfortable height and all the drums should be within reach. Focus on the basics first. Students should focus on getting the basics down as opposed to just playing fast. Use practice pads for quiet study. Practice pads, along with low volume cymbals and drum heads, will help keep sound levels manageable, especially around the house. Practice pads, along with low volume cymbals and drum heads, will help keep the sound levels manageable, especially around the house. Protect your ears. Hearing protection is important with drumming, and there are many different levels of hearing protection available depending on the needs of your children. Learn with other students. Playing with others is a great way to quickly improve at an instrument. School of Rock offers unique opportunities for young students to play together in a band as a part of a fun learning environment. Absolutely not. While we recommend that drummers start studying at the ages 6 to 7, kids shouldn't have all the fun. It's never too late to pick up the drums and nurture your inner rock star. In fact, The School of Rock Adult program sees many adult students meet success in learning to play an instrument every day. At School of Rock, our instructors walk you step by step to teach you how to play the drums with skill and confidence. We make learning an instrument fun so you can get up on stage and rock in a band. Our music programs are taught by practicing musicians just like me with the experience you need to learn to play. With School of Rock, you can perform live shows and develop your skills in a supportive learning environment for all skill levels. If you liked what you learned here, head over to schoolofrock.com to find classes fit for musicians of all skill levels, or head to the description below to sign up for a class today.